Hey guys, Nananki here bringing you another Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary. Today I was playing Medic with my friend Metamorphosis here on Pipeline, and I'm doing something odd, which is Ubering the Scout, but I'm never going to just Uber the Scout. I'm always going to Uber whoever is in front, and that kind of is why I tend to Uber Scouts, and I know that's generally frowned upon. And right here in this round, at this particular moment, I got a random gift when someone used one of those random gift items, and I felt like I immediately had to thank them. So I just stopped healing my team for like a good 10 seconds, and they all died. So no big surprise there. Luckily, there is that 100% health pickup there right at that spot. And I noticed he was a spy. I didn't mean to heal him for as long as I did. I figured, well, it doesn't matter. We're going to make sure he dies right here anyway. And I go on probably one of the worst melee missing sprees I've had in a good little while, especially since medics have a step on everybody, except for scouts as far as movement speed. I ate that rocket pretty much in the teeth, but as long as it's not a crit, I can chew on one rocket and be okay. You may have noticed my team consists primarily of snipers, which is usually not going to make for the strongest frontline offense, a whole big row of snipers. But we had a couple of other competent players, and it made for a pretty good contest. Like Mofaro here and Metamorphosis, who I would say, along with my healing, if I'm not being too egotistical about it, were the reason why Red won this round. And I would also like to point out that this was one round, one life, and I'm going to probably stick that in the title, in fact, because this is probably the only video I've ever done where I did not die in the primary gameplay. And that almost never happens to me because I play it pretty fast and loose. I tend to be aggressive, especially when I'm playing Medic, really when I'm playing any class. But when you're playing Medic, it tends to stand out more if you play too aggressively, if you're not building up Ubers properly. I'm really worried for meta there, staying crouched right in front of a doorway that a heavy was about to come out of. Right here, I knew for survival's sake, my best bet is to, kind of try to hide behind the cart, get fully reloaded, and once I got a bunch of needles into that spy, you don't get health back from cloaked or disguised spies, even though I don't think he was disguised, so I think I did get health back from him. But, so you can't easily pick them out of a group. But once I ran away, by the skin of my teeth, they didn't pursue me, and so that was fine. I figured, well, I'll rain down death upon them, and I noticed there was a sniper on our side, or an enemy sniper, a blue sniper, fighting with our sniper, and right about here, and I was like, oh, this is a golden opportunity. But he moved, and usually most people will hear that attempted taunt and be aware of their surroundings, but nope, he stood still just long enough for me to get away with it. Though unfortunately I had no teammates around and nowhere to really go, and then Heavy saw me, so I decided to use it up, and I went for a maneuver here that I'm almost always not successful with, which is pulling out the Uber, switching back to the Uber saw, and going back and forth like that, and except, I took that shotgun blast and kind of was just like, 54 health, and just chickened out and ran away. But it worked out for the best, I think, because when I ran away, what did I run into but the other team's medic, who took a couple swings from the Uber saw and went down immediately. And there's that scorch shot round bouncing in space, and sandwich. Thank you, Mofaro. Very much appreciated. Gotta love that sandwich. It's so handy. It's the best, most friendly medic tool yet. And I see he got sniped again, and I was like, that sniper is back. Those snipers are so annoying. I decided they need to have the fear of God put into them. And so I come up here with my Uber saw, and that sniper didn't even turn around. And I thought he was going to get into his spawn, but no, he backed up into the corner. So I just had him stuck. He had nowhere to go, and he tried to shoot me, but had no luck. And I saw that spy cloak and go running. And I thought, boy, I'm going to get another person with this little chain here. But no, that medic, without even being aware of my presence, ran away from me just the right time. I wasn't able to get him, and I would have tried to keep sawing and switching, but I got stuck inside of the heavy right there, and I was kind of panicked about getting away alive, so I didn't try to go for any more Uber saw swings. If I had the presence of mind to realize that I was stuck inside the heavy, I should keep sawing him, not be panicked about escape, then maybe that would have been a better clip. But as it stands, I did make it out alive again, and right now I'm waiting on respawn. We've got a few NGs, which is making sure that blue can't do anything with their cart when the rest of our team is dead, and it gives the snipers something to hide behind as well, so even if spies do come in and try to do something with the snipers, they're going to get blown away by sentries the moment afterwards. And boy, I thought, alright meta, you took down the sniper, or the heavy, that was real nice, now come back and get some heals, don't go charging into the trio. I'm shooting at where he's going, again with the Bloodslaugers, the way you got to do it, because there's a travel time, there's an arc, and a drop on the darts. You can almost think of them like thrown darts, because that's about the arc that you get on them. You can throw them shockingly far, but you can't shoot them straight. And right there, perfect shot from the bonk. Even gets a thanks from the heavy here, who goes right up the middle, and they pretty much can't do anything about it with an Uber. So we're pushing the cart in now, fairly unopposed. We've got Meta running support, and I know he's been sniped a few times, but I know their snipers are also dead at this point. Probably not dead at this point, because they probably respawned. But I bet they're a lot more hesitant about watching their backs. So despite starting this round with 50% snipers, 4 snipers, we did turn it into a victory, and that was pretty cool. Unfortunately, I haven't had a lot of time to play the last couple days. I've had a car in the shop, and I don't want to whine about personal problems. That's not the point of this channel, so I'll just say that I only have a 10-minute video today. In fact, it's like 8.5 minutes, so my apologies on that. But, you know, maybe I'll have another one out in less than 2 days, instead of the normal, roughly 2-day interval between my videos. The last few clips I have today are, as the title indicated, me Ubering Meta the Scout in a round of Gold Rush. I've got 3 clips that I felt like were pretty amusing, and the first one especially was pretty fun because, although I did make the effort to Uber Meta, I also wanted to make sure that we took out the sentries and that the back was covered, and so I kind of switched it between the soldier and Meta. And between the two of them, they took out almost the entire red team. If there's any more red up on the side next to the truck or whatnot, or back here, chasing who knows who, I don't know, but the majority of their team died there. And I thought I could squeeze by the heavy on the left. I thought he might be preoccupied with my team and keep moving forward after people, but no such luck. He noticed me, and he killed me. There's a pyro hiding in the tiny little sniper hole there on the right. I'm healing the heavy, thinking, yeah, he'll probably take care of it. Oh, extinguisher ended that in a hurry. So here comes the heavy around the corner, and, you know, trying to keep those angles as narrow as possible so I don't get gunned down. And I see other people getting gunned down, and I see they have an Uber, which is just no good at all. And I hold back as long as I feel like I needed to, because he's not paying attention to me, he's paying attention to the NG stuff, and once again, who have I got as the closest person when that Uber ends but Meta? And I really want to make sure we take out this heavy medic pair before they retreat and build up another one. And sure enough, we get the heavy, and we get the medic. I was super pleased with that, because, you know, when a heavy medic pair gets killed by a scout medic pair, that's worth taunting for. Of course, immediately afterward, it's like, alright, well, if we drop and there's any sentries here, we'll be boned, but whatever, let's go for it. But anyway, the round ended with a rather amusing push from Meta and this other fellow, who did manage it in front of the level 3 sentry in the window on the left. You can kind of see it, especially when the NG drops his gun and it blows it away here in just a few moments. You can see it shooting right there at the people on the cart, but thanks to dropping that mini sentry and getting in cover long enough, and the obvious spy not even trying to disguise, they were able to push the cart in with guns still up. We took out the majority of their, you know, standing players and then just pushed the cart right in. As I said before, sorry for the short video tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it as always. Like it if you liked it, and I will catch you next time. Peace.